tuning in. This is Sammy from One of the Stairs Brewing Company saying Happy Homebrew Wednesday for Wednesday, August the 7th, 2013. That little bit of footage there was from the recent beer festival in Muskoka that I was very lucky to attend. Actually called Session Muskoka, put on by the really good group of people. The Griffin Gastro Pub in Bracebridge. They had over 30 odd brewers. It was a lot of fun. Huge turnout. Weather was perfect. It was nice, mid-20s. You know, the beer went down really nice. A couple of things before I get into the details of that. I wanted to give a really big thanks out to Nick and Dan. Nick from Hitman's Brewhouse brought his lovely wife and 2 girls up. Was good enough to bring this to me. Something he made. Well, it's a 6-pack. And brilliant work. So, Nick, my sincerest thanks for that. Within that came 6 of the Bell's Two-Hearted. And for those of you who haven't tried this, you really got to find this brew if you can. I don't think we can get it in Canada. Seeing as Nick lives in a border town, he's able to sneak on over across the creek and bring back the odd 6-pack. So, very much appreciated, mate. Very much so, indeed. Also, the Pissed Off Beaver, the double IPA was 7.7 ABV, 100 IBUs. It's carved up nicely. I've still got some in the keg, thank God, left over from the weekend, so I'll be taking one of those in a couple minutes. And then also the In Your Face, Mother! The Imperial Black IPA. It's carved up nicely in the bottle, so I'll be taking some of these on a camping trip this weekend. And I still have some of that in the keg, so I'm very much looking forward to trying that as well. Finally, another beer we sampled here at the house was the Sammy Weissen, or my wheat, which came in at 5.1. This stuff was awesome, and like I said, I've still got some in some bottles there, and this is one of the larger ones which I'm planning on aging, so we speak, as I've mentioned and gone into in great detail in the past. One final note. Got an a Facebook post from the good people at the Muskoka Cottage Brewery about a stout that they had just come out with. It's one of their specialty stouts. So this is actually, in the winter they do a seasonal beer called the Winter Beard, which is a double chocolate cranberry stout, which is really good. Nice Imperial IPA. They took some of that and aged it in Jack Daniel's whiskey casks, whiskey barrels. So I was lucky enough to take Nick and Dan to the brewery on Saturday. I picked up 4 of these, which I know this isn't their label. This is just how they bottled it there. And a nice little simple cap on the top. But I was able to sample it, and it is like a winter warmer. It's wicked good. Picked up that as well as a growler. So now I don't have to worry about carrying my 1-gallon carboys around whenever I go to a party. I have a nice little 2-liter growler, 64-ounce growler, which would be nice for the weekend. So very much looking forward to trying that. So that's really about all I got for now. I'm just going to grab a quick brew and talk a little bit more. So we'll see you guys in a bit. Cheers and thanks for watching again. Take care. Cheers. That's better. Cheers and happy Homebrew Wednesday, everybody. Man, oh man, oh man. This is my Pissed Off Beaver. Still love that name. 100 IBUs, 7.7% double IPA. Lovely brew. Is it sessionable? No. Will it sneak up on you and knock you on your ass? Yeah. So I said I was going to touch base a little bit on the Session Muskoka, or the Muskoka Beer Festival, and I really want to thank all the brewers that came in. Came up, came down, came whatever, came over. It was wild. You saw the footage at the very beginning. That was at the very beginning of the day, actually at about 3 o'clock-ish. Yeah, me and the lads got there at about 3. We stayed till 7, which was when it ended, which was probably just enough time. Came back, had some lovely pulled pork and a couple more brews, and ended up falling asleep on the couch at, well, I don't know. I think Nick fell asleep first. Maybe I fell asleep first, but honestly, I don't know. Yeah, so that's, sorry, a little off topic there. I found my new favorite brew, actually. Actually, I love stouts. I'm a huge fan of stouts. I mean, I love IPAs. If I could put a stout and an IPA together, which is sort of like what I tried to do with the In Your Face, Mother, the Imperial Black IPA, I would be a happy man. I mean, these guys at Sawdust City Brewing Company in Gravenhurst have got it down. I really want to thank Rob, the Big Kahuna, for taking the time to chat with me for about, what, 5-10 minutes. I'm not sure, Rob. Maybe it was a little bit longer, mate, but taking the time to chat with me about the company and where it's going with the brand and all that good stuff. And this guy's got it dialed in. I mean, these guys are going to be ones to watch. They've got some really, really interesting stuff coming down the pipe. But this Red Rocket Stout that they had on tap there, I think they had about 7 brews on tap with their wicked kegerator trailer. Didn't try them all. This was by far my favorite brew of the entire session, and I tried a lot. I mean, I tried a Hawaiian style ale. I tried an Imperial Maple ale, which was like 11.5 ABV, I think, or 11.1, which was like sucking on a bottle of maple syrup. It was really good and very Canadian. But this stout was wild. It was easy drinking. Was it sessionable? Probably not. But it doesn't change the fact that it tasted incredible. I mean, there was coffee and there was a crap load of chocolate just right off the nose, and it made it so easy to enjoy. And then at the very back end, there's cayenne. There's a hint of cayenne in there, and they warned me about it. I'm like, nah, come on. I didn't taste it at first, and then I had couple more sips, and I was like, oh, there it is. And that's what nailed me. That's what caught me. So you had the sweetness and the slight bitterness of the coffee and the chocolate, and then the final really slight peppery punch on the back end of the palate with the cayenne. And lads, I gotta get my hands on some of that stuff. So Rob, when you and the guys get the store open in October, or the brewery open in October in Gravenhurst, I'll be visiting you for sure. Yeah, I mean, one really cool thing that Rob did say to me, he said, and he didn't say to me, but we really agreed upon, is that it's a business and it's designed to make money. But the biggest thing is sharing the passion of the brew to the final customer. And I probably watched 20 or 30 people walking up. The guys that were pulling pints or pulling the brews for the customers were on fire about their beer. They loved it. I mean, it's like, try this, you're going to love this. It's got this, and this in it. What are you in the mood for? You're in the mood for hops? Here, try our Lone Pine IPA. If you're not in the mood for hops, try this. Speaking of which, the Lone Pine IPA is wicked. They had it on tap. They also had a cask there, cask aged. Oh, it was so good. So good. Anyways, I'm going off topic again. So Rob and Sam and the rest of the guys that were there from Sawdust City Brewing Company, I really want to personally thank you for taking the time to put up with a silly drunk Canadian who was rambling on about this, that, and the other thing. I said I would mention you, and I did, and I promised my promises never go unanswered. So, again, thank you so very much. So that's really about all that I have. I've got nothing coming down the pipe in terms of brews. I'm going to do a smash. I'm going to do a smash IPA. I think I'm actually going to do one with Centennial and one with two-row, I think. And then Gelder, I am going to try your milk stout recipe for sure. I also want to get down a pumpkin brew, because, you know, the pumpkin ales are coming, because it is Thanksgiving, as well as a spiced holiday ale as well, which I haven't got the recipe dialed in yet, but I'm going to throw that together, I think, maybe at some point this week, because I am on vacation, which is why I'm able to get the video done today while my lovely wife is out having her birthday lunch, and the kids are upstairs quietly watching movies, because it's raining here in Muskoka. But again, a really big thanks out to all the guys at the Griffin Gastropub in Bracebridge, Ontario, for everything that you did for this session in Muskoka, and I really want to thank you very much to all the brewers that came down, and more importantly, I wanted to give a big shout out and a big thanks to Rob and all of his crew from Sawdust City Brewing Company. You guys check them out. They just hit the LCBO in Ontario with their Lone Pine IPA, and it's wicked good. Plans of expansion, I'm sure, across the board. They've got a lot of really cool cask events happening all over Ontario, so if you see something on Facebook, got to check them out. I will put a link to their company website down below in the comment section. Big thanks. So from Sammy at Under the Stairs Brewing Company, this is Sammy saying cheers, pros, sláinte, all the good stuff. And if you're gonna do something, you better be doing it with a homebrew. one more thing. Keep calm and brew on, my friends. Cheers, and thank you so much for watching. Take care.